remember being at CSM actually as a second year in PT school. Actually chatted with Chris Porter. He was talking about our residency program and everything, and just I think made it sound like, all right, this is a good place for me to be. I actually had done some of my shadowing for PT school with our Manassas office, so I was familiar with Jackson Clinics. My parents have been patients here before, but no, just listening to I said those kind of opportunities with the residency. So I'd say Chris Porter is probably one of those people who shaped that. Interviewing with you in the past, when I was, going through the interview process, definitely you convinced me to come here versus moving down to South Carolina and, living up in Charleston or wherever I was going to be. So. Residency was definitely tough. It was, trying to balance just being, kind of a staff therapist, but then having the extra, coursework and mentoring hours and assignments and everything. I think definitely got challenging then. I think being a CD has presented itself with some own challenges. I think especially kind of some stuff we're going through right now, trying to balance, being a CI and a good therapist as well as a good team leader. It's been challenging, but I think I kind of welcome the challenge. I think one, as a student, I kind of fall back to, and I've probably done this a couple times since then, but first time I had a patient, had a knee surgery, pretty routine, end up getting a blood clot that I remember even walking back and talking to his physician who was on site, and he kind of dismissed it, and I kind of insisted, hey, we should really get this checked out, doesn't hurt. Turns out he had a blood clot, and he could have been kind of walking around who knows how long, could have, turned into pulmonary embolism, could have killed him. Kind of just made me realize, hey, we do some important stuff here. These are things we got to look out for. And, and that guy, he thanked me at the end of my rotation, hey, you probably saved my life. Kind of watching Dan Alcorn was one of my first mentors in residency, and he and I treated a lot of the similar patients in Skyline together. But kind of just watching his approach, and I think one thing I said kind of stuck out to me was the best thing we can offer is patient education. We have the time, we have the knowledge, versus a surgeon has the knowledge but not necessarily the time. Personal trainer probably has the time but not necessarily the same knowledge. So I think kind of watching his kind of approach with patients with that kind of sort of teaching emphasis or educator kind of emphasis, and it kind of shapes the way I practice today. I think the big push for direct access, especially in the state of Virginia, now that we kind of have unrestricted direct access, is going to be huge. We're not reliant on physician referrals to kind of stay afloat. I think what we've been kind of pushing for, more of a sports focus, is definitely something that's kind of reinvigorated me. I really do feel like I kind of made that switch from teaching to PT, and I just never looked back. I think I'm definitely in the right field.